right, so you each have famous exes. Explain them. You were married to R.Kelly,
Yes.
and you were married to
Will.
There, and you were married to Will Smith, and you were married to Prince. Okay. Each of you describe. What's that like in the bedroom? That's something else. You must be exhausted. Even still now, all these years later. So describe each of your exes with one sentence. Okay, R.Kelly.
Basketball-loving, music-making, baby-giving man.
Wow.
Okay. Will Smith.
How am I gonna top that? I mean,
It's gonna be your own thing.
Blockbuster, gave me the most amazing thing in my life. We have a son together, Trey, who's 19 and just the best person on the planet, really. I mean, just a sweetheart. Yeah, and he's funny. And he's funny.
Okay, one sentence to describe.
That wasn't a sentence.
I mean, I did the best I could.
That was a sentence. All right,
I would say genius, musical genius.
musical genius.
Yeah.
She didn't say genius in the bedroom. Okay. All right, so you're our celeb X panel, where we talk about all these different topics. We always have different panels. So I want to talk about Tomcat. The schism.
Yeah.
It's just, it could go on for days. It's going to go on for days here. It's going to be like the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's going to be 13 days of Tomcat. So, do you think it's an arrangement? Do you think it was Scientology? Do you think she's protecting her child from something? Do you feel like she was, what do you think is the bottom line?
That's kind of what it feels like to me, that she is protecting her child from something. I don't know what it is.
It's interesting. Is that true, or is that what the media is making it because of those pictures?
Yeah.
Like a mom,
And then
the
she has
tiger
her-
and the cub.
She has her Catholic roots, too. So, I mean, from the beginning, there was always this kind of clash, you know?
These are the ones, the mama baby cub ones that get the tiger and the cub. They get me. They got me sucked in.
Right.
You know, that's like me. She's like, remember that movie Not Without Your Daughter, 150 years ago?
Yeah.
Not Without My Daughter, Sally Fields. Okay. Next topic. This week, Rihanna's father gave public approval for Rihanna to get back with Chris Brown.
Just throw my arms up. We just throw our arms up. No.
All together, boom.
All right,
Thank you.
so that's your daughter. Now what? How are you going to try to tell her to stay away?
At the end of the day, because I am a survivor of domestic violence, my grandmother was also, do we need to get back together when it's Rihanna's funeral? Because all women don't make it out. And unfortunately, some women that get back into those situations, that could very well be her death. So we need to be very conscious of that's not a game. And it doesn't take the big throwing. You know, if you slam someone's head against the wall the wrong way, she may think she just has a simple headache and you can be bleeding on the brain and die in her sleep.
Oh my God.
So it's not a game. So to say that I'm okay with something that is initially Russian roulette, you don't know when the last time she's go back is the last time you'll see her.
Yeah.
Wow. So everybody, there's this, wow. So no one knows anybody that, is it possible that he could have changed?
I think change is possible. However, I mean, that's risky. And especially for a father to give his blessing. You know what I mean? Your job as a father, you're a protector.
What's interesting though is I think as women, on some level, you understand that obsession with that guy that you love and that you can't, he does something wrong, you want to make excuses for him. And now, she wants her father probably to be involved because it'll like somehow endorse it and make us all, have you ever had a guy that you want everybody around you to like, they just don't like, no matter what they think he's a jerk, and you want to make it like, oh, he did the cutest thing, or, it's funny because I could sort of see that.
I just think that's just a line you just don't cross. Yeah. Once you cross that line, you can't, that trust is gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Does anybody think that we shouldn't be judging? That it's not our place to judge their relationship? You do. No, down the end, she has glasses. This one's like, I want you to judge. I don't want this microphone. I'm all about judging.
Hi, Bethany.
Hi, what's your name?
Candace.
Hi, Candace. Stand up.
No, I don't think it's right to judge anybody, but she is kind of going down a path that obviously we all are judging, but it's kind of sad.
Do you think it's possible he could have changed?
I don't know.
The audience? No one thinks he changed?
Not really.
But you know what I think is so important, though? Everyone's talking about if Chris Brown has changed. It's not about him changing. It's about Rihanna changing who she is. That's what's important. Because if she...
Hollywood is very forgiving.
Yeah, but if Rihanna doesn't change who she is, You know?
Swept under the rug.
Hollywood is
Yeah.
very forgiving.
Yeah.
So for that moment of craziness in in all of these stars' lives where we all judge, it goes in 2 seconds. The minute they do one thing, they give clothes to kids, and it's like we're back.
That's right. And it's
you know?
not even about judging. It's making a judgment.
Right.
You have to
Well,
make judgments.
Rihanna is a big girl.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
a woman, so I hope she does the right thing.
Yeah.
I like to also talk about manscaping. It's a new topic.
Oh.
So tell me about manscaping.
That is a must.
Yes?
Absolute must.
Have you been in any situations that were like needed some head
Oh,
work?
yeah.
Personally, no, I have not.
You have?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but you can't come to bed looking like a chia pet.
Right.
No.
But did you get busy and then later do, or be like, no, stop, I need to get a scissor?
No, time out. You cannot come at me with that.
No.
Really?
Yes.
So manscaping, for anybody who doesn't know, is grooming. It's waxing, it's trimming, it could
Just
be plucking,
trim.
it could be. I mean, it's a lot. You know.
You don't have to pluck or wax, but you know what I mean. Just
Trim.
Just trim.
Anything
You
that
don't want it to be
requires-
unwieldy.
No.
It needs to be like a
No.
nice hedge, like just like
Yes.
It's not like a bad. When you go to someone's house, you're like, who does their shrubbery? You
Yes.
know.
Anything, I say anything that requires braiding is too much.
That doesn't work. There was a quote from R.Kelly that said, "My marriage was never going to be The Notebook." What do you think? Was it The Notebook, or was it? What
Well,
kind?
honey, nobody's marriage is the Notebook. It's a movie.
Right. But what did he mean by that at that point? That's what he meant?
Actually, I don't know what he meant by that because I'm not in his head, so I have no idea. I mean, I live in the real world, so to me, marriage is work. It's hard times, it's difficult, it's happy, it's sad, there's ups and downs. So until you find me a movie that can do that in 2 hours, don't base your relationship off of a movie.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. Nobody's movie is The
Yeah.
Notebook. I mean,
Nobody's life is a movie.
nobody's personal life is The Notebook. All right, I had so much fun with you girls.
I
I know, it's fun here. It's fun here. We gotta leave because when we come back, it's Kendra Wilkinson Basket.